Joined by Hofstra coach John Russo following the Pride's 8-5 loss to Towson in the opener of a 3-game Colonial Athletic Association series. Coach, you want to take us through your thoughts on today's game?
I think you gotta appreciate Siles' performance today for Towson. You know, he went 8 innings, 3 hits going in there to the 9th inning. I don't know what he ended up with, but we didn't hit him much the whole game, and I think we got a run there in the 9th inning off of him, and then a couple off the relievers. But we were dominated for 8 innings on the mound, and we played bad defensively. 2 errors that cost big innings for us, the first inning and then there in the 9th inning. We walked 9-hole right before the leadoff double to get on the bases. We just did bad stuff, and you got to tip your hat to Towson, because Towson did the right things when they caught breaks. And I told that to the team afterwards. I'll tell it to you guys. We knew that this was going to come down to little things. It's what I preached, and we did the little things bad. Towson did them well, and Towson got the win.
When it comes to the pitching, you saw Jack Jett had a rough start, then he got better as the game went on, then towards the end he started fizzling out a little bit. Meanwhile, Jimmy Joyce had a fantastic start, and then towards the end struggled. Can you just speak to their performances here today?
I sit there and Jack had a rough first inning, but he gets the first batter of the game out instead the first batter of the game's on. We make an error to start the game. It's hard to start that way, and you give yourself pressure. You make a pitch, you think it's an out. Jimmy, fizzled out, but he also made an out to start the inning, and we put the leadoff guy on. It's just bad baseball, and we talk about getting the leadoff guy on. The pitchers did their job, and us as a defense and us as position players did not do our job. And thought Jack was really good. At the end of the day, he gave up one big knock to the guy that hits the ball in center field, and I just didn't like the walk to 9-hole. But to be truthful, I thought he struck the guy out, and the umpire flinched, he flinched, everybody flinched, and we didn't get a strike 3 call. But that's the little things that came down to in this game.
Coach, there was a couple opportunities where there's like a leadoff double or whatnot in a couple innings, and you're unable to score. There's something different you can see when it comes to driving in runs and being able to, finish off those extra base hits that probably would have made the game a bit closer towards the end.
When we got down 4-1, I thought, wind blowing out, and every guy tried to be the hero, and hence we had 3 hits going into 8 innings. Rob hits the double lead off, and then we don't do anything behind it. And, Austin gets to second base, and we don't do anything with Vito and them behind it. It's just the epitome of our day. And, we don't do anything there until the 9th inning. And, I thought Anthony D'Onofrio had a great swing. He had a good pinch hit right before that with the bases, our guy on third base to come through. And, Flaherty coming off the bench and getting a big double. And I thought the guys that came in had decent at-bats. Maybe I should have played them to start the game. I don't know.
You talk about a guy like Rob Weiss, coming back to the lineup 1 for 2 today and drawing a walk. How big is it to have a guy like him back in this order for you guys?
Rob's arguably our best hitter all year, and he had a rough weekend last weekend at Northeastern, but was really adjusting to DHing. Rob's got a lot of energy. He's a great defender for us, and DHing is a hard thing to do when you haven't done it before, and he just had a really hard time. And today he had a really better mindset about it, and I guess a double to right field, he gets 2 walks, and thought he moved really well on the bases. I might, depending on how his knee feels, I might play him at first tomorrow. But Rob was great.
And finally, that 9th inning, how does that really show, or how do you feel that exemplifies your team going down the stretch here? Do you think that energizes your team, and do you also think that's a big stepping stone and big example of what you guys really do well?
Here's the deal. If we would have kept it to 4-1, I felt that we had a shot. And, a lot easier to hit when it's 8-1 than it was 4-1. And so I think we kind of, nothing to lose here. Vito gets a 2-outs double to right field on a breaking ball, and then Rob gets hit. And then, Parker gets a first pitch fastball that he was ready for, and he hits it in. And then Anthony gets the 3-run homer. And it would have been interesting to see if we would have kept it 4-1 what the at-bats would have looked like, under pressure. And it was easy to hit 8-1. It should have been easy to hit 4-1. We didn't make it easy. Should have been easy to hit 1-1. And in the first inning, we had second and third, and could have done a little bit more there in that inning. So we just didn't have the big hit all day. Towson did. They get the safety squeeze back-to-back times. We knew it was coming. We don't get the out at first base, and then we give up an extra run because of it. And all those runs ended up counting there in the ninth.
And Coach, what are some things that you want your team to improve on heading into the rest of the weekend?
Bottom line fact is, well, we got to win tomorrow. You know, it's the bottom line fact. You know, it's the first game where we go into that we must win. We got to do whatever it takes to win. It's got to be a good start by Ryan Rue. If it's not, we got to pick him up offensively. If he starts good, we got to score runs. We got to play defense. We've got to win tomorrow's game. I mean, everybody can see the standings. Everybody can see what the weekend series. Towson knows what it means. Our guys know what it means, and we just told it to our guys. There is no pressure. It's a fact. Got to go out and win a game tomorrow.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey,